U.S. since the pandemic began. The Department of Health and Human Services just over 16,000 COVID patients are currently hospitalized in the U.S., and those in the ICU are decreasing as well.
This comes after hospitalizations peaked in January during the Omicron variant surge. Despite the drop in hospitalizations, officials say many hospitals are still stressed, partly because of staffing issues. The CDC says since August of 2020, more than 4.5 million people have been hospitalized for COVID. More than a third of those patients were at least 70 years old.
The state of Michigan reporting 1,661 new cases of COVID for Thursday and Friday, with 33 new deaths, including 27 identified during a vital records review. Michigan's total now stands at just under 2,081,000 cases, and the death toll is at 32,863 deaths. Starting next week, Michigan will only be reporting new COVID cases on Wednesdays.
As new cases remain low, the state is preparing for a potential uptick with spring break travelers returning home. The Michigan Department of Health and Human Services is expanding efforts to provide free at-home testing kits to underserved communities.
TV5's James Felton tells us how and where to get this valuable resource to continue to slow the spread of the virus.
It's a wonderful program to be able to offer, and I'm really glad to see there's even more libraries that are giving access to their communities to these tests.
Stephanie Reinhardt is the branch manager at Hoyt Library in Saginaw. It's one of 70 libraries across the state to offer free at-home COVID testing kits provided by the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services.
There's an immediate rush, phone calls, people coming in, not just from Saginaw, but from surrounding areas as well. So with this expansion, people will be able to go to their library closer to their home rather than drive, in some cases, an hour or two to get here.
VMD HHS has shipped 24,000 test kits to participating libraries. Joe Coyle, director of the Bureau for Disease Prevention at MDHHS, tells me these tests can be a valuable tool for people returning home from spring break.
There's still COVID out there, and I think making sure that folks have access to the things that can help protect them and keep themselves safe continues to be super important.
Coyle is optimistic even more libraries will partner with the state to offer free at-home COVID tests.
We think it's been successful, and want to continue to provide libraries that are interested in participating in the program. Continue to expand it and continue to procure and provide them with tests.
As for Reinhardt, she says more tests are on the way.
Call first, please. We are currently waiting on the next set of tests. So we have ordered them, and the state of Michigan kind of sends them en masse. So when we do receive them, we will post that on our social media page at the Public Libraries of Saginaw, and we will also notify the local news channels in order to best get the information out there.
Reporting in Saginaw, James Felton, WNEM TV5.
For a full list of the libraries participating in the program, check out the story on WNEM.com.